What's up? Zach again, back. It's been a couple days. It is September 1st. Happy new month. Hey, wake up. It's the first of the month. For those who get it. Today's been a pretty good day. It's been a good last couple days. Heading back to college. Well, heading back home. Then I'm gonna head back up to college. So it's been a nice little break, you know. What do I want to talk about today? Okay, so let's brighten up the mood. Today's conversation is going to be the first actual job I ever had was acting. I did an acting, it was back in elementary school. I was an extra in a movie and I got paid for it. Pretty sick, pretty cool. And then that kind of went from there. I did a couple more acting things for some side cash. And then I worked at a haunted house for 4 years. Big old 4 years. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I might be going back and doing that for a day or two. This upcoming Halloween season. The first official job I had was, believe it or not, McDonald's, right? McDonald's of all places. Yikes. Really, if you're going into a job, I do not recommend food service. Like, absolutely not fast food. Okay? Do not go fast food unless you have to. If you can go for anything, I'd say go for like, if you're gonna go into food service, do like hosting or serving or something like that, because doing that, you get to like kind of work on your people skills at a younger age. So I highly recommend doing that. But no, food, like fast food, they treat you horribly. It's really not fun. I remember they would like literally, they would schedule me. There would be a couple days a week where I'd only have like a 2-hour shift. Like, what are we doing? Literally, like, what's the point of me even coming if it's just for like 2 hours? But yeah, after that was Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel was interesting. It was a very interesting time. I was a host over there. Very fun. Well, kind of fun. It was nice getting to work up front because I got to look in on all the candies and all the cool stuff that they had in the store, and I was like, whoa, man, I have a sweet tooth. I do have a sweet tooth, so it was like, what can I get? What do I want to get? You know. But yeah, that was fun. I do recommend. I originally applied to be a server, but they put me in as a host instead. After that, went to work at another restaurant, hosted again there. That wasn't for too long. And then moved, and then I worked at Walmart. Walmart was a crazy time. I worked there for over a year. It was interesting for sure. That's the thing. The switch up from doing food service to retail, I noticed that when you switch to retail, it's like it's like you got to do a lot less. It's a lot more laid back when it comes to retail. So I enjoy that a lot, right? And Walmart pays like $14 an hour. That's much more than anything else I had ever had. So it was pretty good. Let's see. Walmart. I'll share some Walmart stories. We can do some Walmart stories. Gosh. Let's see. I don't know what it is with people who go to Walmart, but it's like kind of not nice people. I would have people like, I worked in food and consumables, so I was the one who was like stocking milk, eggs, all the food except for produce. I did not touch produce. And then I would have, like, after I got done stocking up the milk and everything, I'd be out in an aisle and I'd be working stocking something else, and I would have somebody come up to me and be like, "Hey, do y'all have any of this milk in the back?" And I was like, then I know we did not have any of that milk in the back because I just restocked all the milk, right? There wasn't any of that for me to restock. So I'd be like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I just restocked it. I'm sorry, we don't have any." And they were like, "All right, well, do you think you could go back and look?" And I was like, "Oh, my bad. Well, I was just back there a minute ago restocking, and I didn't see any. I would have stocked it." And then they're like, "Oh, okay, all right." And then they leave, and then I can hear them out in the aisle going like, they find somebody else, and they'll be like, "Hey, do y'all have any of this milk?" And I'm like, I just told you, no, we don't have any. So I don't know. People sometimes can be very people, for sure. Fun little story to start everything off with. Today's been a good day. I'm feeling much better now. I had medicine to take for the strep throat that I got like a couple days ago. So I'm good now. Feeling much better. So, always looking up. Jobs. Walmart, crazy place. One of the things that I liked about that place was that, like, I could, like, kind of do my own thing and not have to worry about people. But then when people come up to me and are like, "Hey, another thing, people there are really racist, very racist people." Like, well, that's just in general. Kind of in the South, people tend to be racist. People would like, I would have multiple people come up to me and be like, "Hey, where are y'all's tortillas at? Are they in the Mexican aisle?" Like, first off, we don't have a Mexican aisle. We have an international foods aisle. So there's that. And then I had a couple times where I'd have people kind of come up to me and they'd be like, "Hey, gosh, there's so many of these people around here talking about," because we would have busloads of Hispanic people come into our, literally, like, school buses of Hispanic people come to our store sometimes, and they'd be like, "Gosh, there's so many of these people here that I can't even get anything. They're just taking everything." I'm like, all right, sucks to suck, man. I had one time when I was working at Cracker Barrel. This was near when I had like first started. I was hosting. I was up front, and there was this guy, this old man, who came in with these two little girls, right? And so I was talking with them, and then there was a table next to us. There's the host stand, and then there was a table back behind us, and they had this Hispanic family, right? So there's this Hispanic family, and he's like, "Oh, looks like they came fresh over the border." Pretty crazy. I don't get how people can be like racist. It's just no point in it. So yeah, pretty crazy. It's nice. GPS took me the wrong way. It's really great. Love that. Well, at least I'll be going the way I know. But yeah, so tons and tons of fun. I gotta start coming into these with like a topic at hand. I don't know if I want to get into that. I'm proud that I get to be able to work a 9 to 5 because I'm 18. There's tons of other ways I can get money, a lot of money, but at the same time I would be selling, I could start an OnlyFans, guys. I could start an OnlyFans, but would I have any dignity? No, I would not. And that's something I choose to keep. So, yeah. That's the thing. Tons of people nowadays are like, gosh, I just gotta get money. How else can I get money, right? And then they end up just, selling themselves. And it's like, you don't gotta do that. You could maybe have some backbone and get a job and then make money, right? I say I don't judge. You know what? I don't judge. I do not judge. I leave that to God. But yeah, pretty crazy world we live in. I heard that China made a robot with a lab-grown brain. I mean, is that not crazy? That's insane. I think that's wild how much we've advanced. I think back to my grandpa, right? That man was born in the 40s. He's alive to see freaking flying cars, which there is a flying car. Okay, we'll get into that. Flying cars. He's alive to see robots. Is that not insane? Is that not crazy? But yeah, flying cars. There is a company that made flying cars. It just looks like a drone with a cover on it in a car shape. I don't judge, but give us maybe another 5-10 years and we'll have some good flying cars. But yeah, very, very fun time to be alive. I wish, part of me wishes I was born with further advancements in space stuff, because I would love to explore space. That would be an absolute dream of mine, to explore space. I mean, it's so cool out there. It's awesome. Literally, it's so vast. Right? I mean, the scale of space is insane. It would take millions and millions of years to get from one side to the other, right? Yeah, like our freaking like the James Webb Telescope, or well, no, one of the earlier ones, one of the earlier telescopes has been flying like hundreds and hundreds of miles an hour. Well, maybe hundreds of miles a second. It might have been like 127 miles a second, something like that, right? And yet it has made it like 0.4 of a light second away from Earth. Like that's how vast space is. It is an insanely big place. How did they even come up with that measurement? It's weird. But yeah, are aliens real? Probably. They probably are real. I mean, I feel like there's so much alive. Like if we're here, you know, and then how would something else not be here? Pretty crazy to think. I would totally, you know what? I'd meet some aliens. We'd have some fun. Just hang out. Shoot the spit some yeah. You know what I'm saying? That would be really cool though to get to meet some aliens. I swear at one point in my life I saw an alien spacecraft take out from my neighbor's yard. That's crazy to say. I was like probably 13, 14, right? And it was late at night. Right? Sun was down and everything, so it was dark out. And so I'm out on our back porch, and I hear this sound. I hear this loud sound coming from my neighbor's yard. And then all of a sudden, back from behind the trees, all I see is this thing. It's like a diamond-shaped thing just lift into the air. And then it went right over our house. And it had lights underneath it and everything. I was like, that is insane. Did I just see aliens? Like, man. But yeah, you know, life is pretty cool. It's fun to live, because getting to live, you get to see so many awesome things. Even in your day-to-day. Living day-to-day is nice. Because you don't gotta do too much. You don't gotta do too little. You can do whatever you want. Like right now, you know, there's forests everywhere, right? I could really just park my car over on the side of the road and go wander out in a forest, go explore a forest if I wanted to. Am I? Probably not. But I've done it before, and it's been a lot of fun. So, you know, there's always something. Something that free will is a thing, and that's something people do not use enough. People really do not use free will. Like, I saw a video of a dude, right? This dude, he was like using my free will and buying and returning books every hour, and every time I go in, my head grows, but he latexes his head bigger, like every time, and I'm like, dude, that is hilarious. But yeah, you know, there's always something fun to do. Go climb a crane, you know. Just go do whatever. Life is meant to be lived, so go live it. Anyways, let me know how y'all are doing. Hopefully y'all are having a good day. And if it's not, I hope it gets better. Every day is a day. And every day you change a little. It's up to you. And if you change in the good, change in the bad. You know? Change is everything. Literally everything changes every day. And it's like, it's crazy to think about, because, you know, the leaves change, the ground changes, cars change every day, It's like, you gotta think about it. So much can happen in a day. A regular car, a beautiful car, let's say like a Lamborghini, in a 24-hour period, can have gotten into a car accident, been totaled, boom, crushed. Something once beautiful is now destroyed, and you got to think about it. Waste. Fertilizer, natural fertilizer, or plants. I don't know. You got a seed, right? Seeds take a while to grow into a flower, but every day they grow a little bit and a little bit and a little bit. Pretty fun. Pretty cool. I'm gonna cut it for today. It's been honestly went by very fast. I hope y'all are having a great day, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Message of the day: use your free will, because free will is what? Free. So take advantage of it. All right, I'll be seeing y'all.